focus on what I'm about to present. Number 1, I can't tell stories. Almost every class, somebody comes in and tells me, I can't tell stories, not finish it with yet. I can't tell stories yet. But fortunately, you have to tell stories to get through life. And you know you have stories in you. I always say to them, just follow the structure and watch your self-confidence grow. Number 2, I'm not funny. Let me tell you a story. One time at a conference, I asked the MC, hey, can I tell a joke before dinner? He's like, yeah, okay. So I go up, tell this joke. It was pretty funny. Afterward, one of the keynote speakers came up to me and they said, wow, it's impressive that you tell a joke. I never tell jokes. I only find humor in the moment. And I was thinking, that's sad, You're doing your audience a disservice because you are funny. Number 3, you have to be a good speaker in order to present on stage. Wrong. This is wrong. The truth is, most speakers aren't great at speaking. They're on that stage because they're great for doing something else. Now, I once watched a speaker at an empowerment event. My wife, Julie, and I were there. They called up the speaker. He had like 50 designations to his name. They're like, and now help me welcome Dr. PhD, MDA, GFJK, WHPM, Masters in 6 Providences. And my point is, they had this long list of titles after his name, and I knew right away that this was going to be a bad speaker, and I was not disappointed. It was horrible. For 45 minutes, this guy's just unloading. Oh man, I was so bad to my family, and then the last 15 minutes, and then I turned around. I was like, I don't even remember what he was saying, but my point is this: everybody in that audience was there to get empowered. And what happened was, this speaker that I thought was just trash, they loved him. They adored him. They're giving him hugs after, and that's the game. That's the game. Many speakers are on that stage because of what they have done, not how well they speak. Number 4, some people just have the speaking gene. I hear this one all the time. Let me be clear. Everybody has to communicate to get through life. That means everybody has the speaking gene. There must be one exception, but I'd be willing to bet even that guy talks to himself. Number 5, introverts are bad at public speaking. This is such a myth. Students, especially students who are first learning about introverts and extroverts, always tell me that introverts don't like public speaking. I always remind them they're mistaken. Being an introvert and an extrovert has nothing to do with your speaking skills. In vague terms, it has to do with how you deal with problems and stress. Introverts like to work things out internally. Extroverts like to work things out externally. Extroverts are often the worst speakers because they ramble on and on. Introverts, on the other hand, have very thought out ideas that they express often with more clarity. Now, there are many famous introverted speakers. That's Barack Obama, 44th US president. Number 6, I'll forget my words. This one's pretty common, does happen. You stand on stage, you forget your words, the audience stares at you. Tough beans. It happens to all speakers at some point in your career. Acceptance is the name of the game. I accept that I'm going to forget my words from time to time. Hopefully, in that moment, I'll be calm enough to recover and have a laugh with the audience. Number 7, you have to be drunk to speak in public. I'm not sure this is a myth. Obviously, being loaded drunk takes away inhibition, but know your venue. Venues where it's okay to drink include corporate events, children's birthday parties, church. Venues where you want to avoid drinking and would include like weddings, open mic at the local pub, a roast event. Wait. Number 8. What if people don't like me? This is the biggest myth alive. Audiences want you to succeed. The only people who get booed off stage are comedians. And I once got booed off by a group of prep school boys. And my friends boo me all the time. Boo! Number 9, audiences need all the information. Granted, go to any university lecture and you may disagree with me. I'll give you an example. My professor friend, he sends me lectures by famous psychiatrists, and they come in and they do lectures at McGill. At the end of this one speaker, at the end of his speech, got to the very end, this one student pipes up and says, you said, and I quote, blah, blah, blah. Can you tell me where you cited that information? Finally, number 10. Experienced speakers don't get nervous before a speech. Listen up. I've been resisting bringing up the subject of negation. I didn't write a blog about it, but I will, and update that link. Basically, negation works like this. I tell you not to think about an elephant. And what do? You think about an elephant. You got it? That means that the very fact that you think speakers don't get nervous is correct, because they do get nervous. The question I always ask is, are you nervous or excited? In my experience, they're very similar in feeling. The point they split is when you start thinking about it. Now, I discovered that my excitement was actually hidden because I was thinking about being nervous. But the truth is, as soon as I started thinking about being excited, about people needing to hear my message, and I want to deliver this message even if I don't want to, and that I'm supposed to be on this stage and I must deliver this message, then turn that nervousness into excitement, and you're going to go out there and have a much better time. And you're even going to be better in your brain while you're thinking about it. That's my top 10 myths I've learned about public speaking. Give yourself a great and wonderful day.